member says, the ones who are most vulnerable, we are always ready. Left to this House and the Honorable Prime Minister, it would be ideal if the international or the Saudi contract price could come down from 750 further down. It would enable domestic LPG to be sold at even more economical rates. So I wish to submit this in response to what the Honorable MP has said, and I always stand ready to be able to, I would also be able to provide further details on this. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I was only trying to reiterate that 33% of a family's income goes towards gas is probably not acceptable and how it can be alleviated. My next question is, what is the status of your investment in Mozambique, sir, where there is a huge project which is taken by Total and there are some unrests over there, and if that happens, probably gas can be made a lot more cheaper in India. So I would like to know what is the status of the project which is happening in Mozambique.
Sir, I want to thank the Honourable Member. It is my understanding that at least the context that I have set out and the international situation. Sir, as part of the many initiatives which have been taken during the last several years, import of gas, acquisition of assets outside, increasing domestic production of gas. Sir, I'd like to inform the Honourable Member through you, sir, that last year our domestic production went up by 18%. This year also it's going up 18%. But for an economy which is thriving, where the rate of growth is 6.5% and 7%, where our growth rate, sir, is 3 times the global average. So we have a situation, the more demand for energy is arising on a daily basis. Insofar as the investment in Mozambique is concerned, sir, the Honourable Member has referred to unrest. Sir, there is an issue there. We are in partnership with an international group of companies. He mentioned one of them. And there are local conditions which are of, I would say, I would perhaps call it unrest is too mild a term, but there are issues of dealing with a form of insurgency there. We are in touch with these people, and the project is under what is called force majeure. And the $6 billion investment by Indian companies, we are very confident that due to the negotiations we are having both with government parties and the others, people taking on responsibility, we will find a way and to navigate through this problem so that gas not only from Mozambique but from several other sources where we are getting gas from. And at the end of the day, the international price is determined by a variety of factors. And, you know, one of the analysis I read, sir, was in a few years' time, this will be all a thing of the past because there will be so much gas available. But we have to navigate the next 2 or 3 years through the kind of global situation as it exists today and as it is evolving. Thank you, sir.
Srimati Supriya Sule.
Sir, I would just like to ask the Honourable Minister, I appreciate you saying that for Atmanirbhar Bharat in 9 years you've managed to increase, but you're still at 60%. So from where did you start to bring it to this 20%, which you said you increased it by 16 and 16? So the domestic, if you could clarify. And my second limit, it's a question is, in the international process, what you mentioned, we've had a slight conflict with our various relationships because of the amount of oil and gas that we're getting from Russia. So that was a big benefit, and that's what came in the media. So why is that benefit of the oil cost not given to the consumer? So if you had made that agreement with Russia, which has come in the newspapers, and we have strained our other relations worldwide, including with America. So how does this balance work, and why is the common man not getting the cylinder cheaper if you think you've done such a good intervention?
Honourable Speaker, sir, I think I should start by saying that precisely because the government wants to insulate our domestic consumer from the volatility which results on account of the international prices, we took a number of steps. First of all, if you look at the scale, in 2014, sir, we had 14 crore connections, gas connections. That has risen to 31 crore or more than that. Today, apart from the 31 crore connections, several other things have happened. Our gas pipeline, which was at something like 14,000 kilometers in 2014. We are taking it to 33,500 kilometers. That is a target. We are already at 23,500 kilometers. Our domestic production, I mentioned, has gone up 18% last year and 18% this year. But we still have to, after that increase in production, import 60%. Now the issue, sir, here is oil marketing companies have not increased the price. They took a massive loss, huge losses on account of the fact that they were not able to pass through onto the consumer the international price at which they were importing. So they had 28,000 crores lost, for which the government compensated them for 22,000 crores. Equally, insofar as petrol and diesel prices are concerned, sir, on two occasions,
thank you for giving me this opportunity.
In November 21 and again
मंत्री जी,
in May
मैंने
22,
गीता विश्वनाथन का अनाउंस कर दिया, आप बैठ जाइए। गीता विश्वनाथन जी,
Thank you, sir. I convey my thanks to Honorable Minister for more and more connections given to under Ujjwala scheme, sir. Thank you. But I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, it is estimated that rural household with LPG connections are spending 6.7% of their income on fuel, which was 40% than the amount they were paying.
Honorable Member, short में,
shifting to LPG, thereby forcing them to make unfair choices about their basic standards of life. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister.
माननीय मंत्री जी, माननीय सदस्यगण, मैं आपसे फिर आग्रह कर रहा हूं, अपना क्वेश्चन शॉर्ट में पूछो, नहीं तो जितना लंबा क्वेश्चन पूछोगे माननीय मंत्री जी उतना डबल जवाब देंगे।
I must seek, sir, I'm happy to provide a shorter answer, provided to know what the question is. Sir, insofar as rural household spending is concerned, sir, I again reiterate, the government has taken a number of steps and very effective to insulate the consumer by bringing the price of petrol and diesel. They have not gone up since 6th April last year. Throughout the world, the increases are astronomical. In India, petrol and diesel prices in the OMC pumps have not gone up since 6th April of 2022. I think this point, sir, needs to be appreciated. Equally for gas, we have not allowed the increase in the Saudi contract price to be reflected in the domestic price. Sir, it is so easy to get excited and talk about things. The ground situation is India stands out as a shining example where the consumer has not had to face the increase in the global volatility and price increases. As I said, on 6th April 2022, petrol and diesel prices have not gone up in India, whereas they have shot up. You only need to look at what is happening in our neighboring countries. In one country, after 8 o'clock, you can't switch on the electricity because there is no energy. In another country, equally for gas, if the international price comes down, we are still willing, and if we need to look at the issues, equally, let me say, those who are recipients of or beneficiaries of Ujjwala, their consumption has gone up. I occasionally hear statements saying people don't take benefits. Average under Ujjwala, sir, is 3.68 cylinders in a thing. So think it has gone up very fast. And even those who earlier were not taking refills are now taking more and more refills.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 102, श्री मनोज तिवारी जी।
धन्यवाद अध्यक्ष जी। मैं मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं कि खादी और ग्रामोद्योग आयोग द्वारा उत्पादित खाद्य उत्पादों की गुणवत्ता में सुधार करने के लिए